There you go, sir. Thanks, Mighty.
Hi. My name is Paul, and yes, I met David last year, but there's another reason he brought me here, which is that for the past 20 years, I've been living a double life. Much like the character Angel in the 1980s classic Angel. She was a student by day and a hooker by night. Now, I'm not suggesting that I was prostituting myself on the streets of the Tenderloin. No, I was prostituting myself to marketing directors all over the country as an ad guy by day and a sketch comedian by night. Actually, a long time ago, I founded a sketch comedy troupe in San Francisco called Killing My Lobster. Has anyone heard of that? Clap if you've heard of it. Clap if you've heard of it. Okay, great. Now clap with one hand if you've heard of it. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. So a couple of years ago, I decided to fuse together my double life and create an advertising agency called Funworks. And so what we do at Funworks is we aggressively work with clients and bring them into a writer's room of sorts with sketch and improv comedians. And we do this in order to find truths and insights and great ideas at a much more rapid pace. In fact, we're going to demo this in a little bit. But the basic premise is that funny people, sketch and improv people in particular, are shockingly underappreciated and undervalued members of society. Yes, you can hear a couple of them. But that is not to say they're not self-involved, narcissistic, maybe a little insecure every once in a while, maybe a little self-destructive, but they are fantastic at finding truths and insights because by nature and by training, they are cultural observationalists. They are always taking in what's around them, constantly. They are looking, and then they're the ones who say the quiet part loud. They're the honest ones. They're the ones who you can't bullshit. In fact, one of the greatest observationalists is Jerry Seinfeld. And while Jerry was great at finding insights about the mundane, he doesn't always know everything about streaming music, or women's shoes, or the challenges of big data. That's why we bring our clients into the room, because they're the experts of that shit. So they come in, they bring in all the information, and then let the comedians break it down. So it's sort of like, what we do is we put like a sketch comedian on a park bench next to a brand manager. Or, actually that's not accurate. It's more like tandem jumping. Because the skills of the sketch and improv comedians, they have the courage to jump out of the plane, to take risks. And what that does for the brand managers, they can just go along for the ride. They can share ideas that they never share with anyone else. And more importantly, they share knowledge that they have usually locked away in their heads and they never share with us. So, and this is important because what we're doing is we're getting everyone in a relaxed state. So the skills of the sketch comedians and improv comedians allow us to get into a creative flow. Because when we think of the best ideas, we're usually on a run, right? We're not hunched over a computer. We're in the shower, or we're drinking a beer with friends. The way our process works, we like to think of it as the beer in the shower, which is a lot of fun. And we also literally do this at the end of the session. Together, all together. It's all about collaboration. In fact, let me take you through just a real quick case study we did with Pandora. They came to us, they were curious about this process of working with these fast-thinking comedians, and they said, look, we're interested, but we don't do funny. We are a serious streaming music company, okay? So we said, whatever. All right, so we brought in the 8 to 10 comedians, we brought in 8 to 10 of their brand team, and we kind of went at it for about an hour and a half, and we came up with all these ideas. And we said to Pandora, like, okay, so which of these ideas won't you do because of your no funny rule? And they looked at it, and they said, actually, we do any of them, because they're all built on a truth, an insight, something we feel confident in that's going to resonate with our customer. And in fact, they sort of found this one area that they really liked, which was just basically we posed a simple question to the group of 20 people, which is, what happens when your favorite song comes on? And then a bunch of the comedians stood up and said, you know, turn that shit up. Other people, the Pandora people, said, that's my jam, that's my shit. And everyone knew, like, and felt that. It was a common theme in the room. And that simple little insight of that's my shit, they turned into a 360 campaign with videos and radio and banners and an influencer campaign. And in fact, like, here's a little sample. Yes, that's someone when their shit comes on. So what was cool, it was a really effective campaign, and it was one that I could never have sold over the table to a client in sort of the traditional model where I go off and then I try and get them. Like if I had walked into Pandora and said, I've got a great idea, it's called That's My Shit. It's really true, it works. They would have been like, that's great, that's good, security. But they felt really confident. They trusted these people who had all this truth and insight, and we got there a lot faster. So now we're going to try for the next couple, 5-10 minutes, we're going to give you a little bit of a demo. So I'd like to introduce Erika Fortescue, who's our creativity architect at Funworks, and she usually builds and designs these workshops. And there's also going to be a couple of sketch and improv comedians we work with. Come on out. And it's a band. And Paula's our graphic recorder, and you saw all those doodles before. She's the one who sort of captures the ideas because they happen really fast, and you want to make sure you remember them.
There you go. Okay, we are going to do an experiment. This is by far the shortest fun workshop we've ever done. We're going to do a fun workshop in a fishbowl in less than 10 minutes. This is also by far the largest number of people that we have ever had in a fun workshop. So yeah, bear with us. Here are the rules of fun workshops. The first one is everyone participates. So I'm going to make you guys stand up right now.
Oh.
The next rule is wiggle it out, like that's fine.
End of the day. End of the day.
The next rule is you got to turn off two things. You have to turn off your cell phone, and you have to turn off your inner critic. Now, the inner critic, we know that we got to turn off the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex of the brain. But the most important rule is don't be a dick. So, try not to be a dick. Okay, I'd like you to get in groups of 2 or 3. So on stage also, I brought a number of collaborators, and they're going to see these slides for the first time with you guys. So pair up. You can be with the one person next to you, or you can be with 3 people, but I want people working together. And you're going to need at least one of your index cards, and you're going to need at least one pen.
Oh boy, the pen.
First, I want to make sure that we work on a problem that is meaningful to you. We came up with 2 options. One option is that in our next 6 minutes, we come up with solutions for how you can find a good business partner to work with today. We can come up with solutions for how to recruit and retain better talent, top talent. So think to yourself which one you want to vote for. Okay, now I want every single person in the room to make the sound of a very fast car. Great. Okay, now you can do it. So we're just going to vote with sound. So I want you to make your car sound only at the time that you are doing the one that you're voting for. Got it? Okay, great. And who looks honest? Dana, you look really honest. Okay, so I'm just going to look to you in case, like, people, just to, like, what's the biggest sound, okay? Just, since I might be biased. Okay, so make your fast car sound now if you want us to solve a problem of finding a good business partner. Okay, thank you, got it. Okay, if you prefer that we work on the problem of how to recruit and retain better talent, make your fast car sound now.
Okay.
Like, clear winner, right?
Number two,
Okay,
number two.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got our problem. Now you're working in groups of 2 to 3 people. You've got your note cards. I want you to write down your ideas, okay? So try to find somebody who has legible handwriting. And first, let's start going back to everything we've learned today. So we've been hearing over and over, it's funny because it's true. So what is painful? What is painful about the process of trying to hire really talented people right now? What's the truth in that? I'm going to give you 1 minute to partner up and make a list of as many pain points you can think of. Go. Thanks. Okay, let's start up here. Anyone have something you want to share? What's painful about the process of trying to hire good talent?
Well, only white men get hired these days, and I think that's pretty painful. So, no? Or is it like, you know? Also, I feel that people always hire someone with like 100 years experience in marketing and branding, and that can get stale, so try and choose people who have like different experiences or that.
Cool. Thank you very much. No, we're looking for truth right now. What's painful about the process of trying to hire good people?
A paralyzing fear of liars.
Your job descriptions are often based on how the job used to be done and not on what you need.
Got it. Okay.
Well done, Frank.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Now we need the toss mic. So curious to hear what we have in the crowd. It's like painful to try to judge somebody in a very short period of time. Thank you. What else have we got? Yeah.
The way you have to blow them in the courting process.
The way that you have to blow them in the courting process. Thank you. The culture of the team.
Is that like a technique? Is that a technique issue?
It's so
or?
expensive. What
Sorry.
else is painful? Yeah. You have a limited budget and the top talent's expensive. What else? Are they going to jump ship? Yeah.
Only if your company doesn't set.
Oh, so you find them, you blow them, they say no. Yeah.
That still might be a technique issue.
Yeah.
Just
Could be a
just throwing
technique
that out
issue,
there.
Paul says. Got it. Okay, so the problem is they're not hiring you. Okay. Now I want you to take that pain and come up with a solution. Think of everything you did today. You got 1 minute.
What are you writing?
Write up what you need and then invent a title for the job.
Okay, I know it's terrible, but let's hear a few solutions. Okay, anybody on stage?
So I was thinking maybe to resolve. Hello.
We're gonna share.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
Good. If you can hear my voice, clap once. Thank you. So I was thinking, in order to resolve this, maybe like if there's a group interview or if there's an interview happening on the same day, everybody in a group interview has some kind of interaction with each other, and so you kind of get a feel of who the improvisation game that we were doing earlier. You get a better feel of the person's personality, I think, when you're in kind of that free liberal sense. I think.
Write up the things that you're missing and then invent a job title for it. Don't go the other way around.
Have them all battle to the death.
Battle to the death. Okay, a few more ideas from the audience. A job shadow, thank you.
Adventurous interview, so kind of like his, you should go out on your interview.
Adventure interview.
Oh.
Mini putt. Got it. Okay, cool. What else? 2 more. Find your own references. Love it, like the secret sleuthy reference. Yes. Hire tubes? Hire 2 people. Oh, because like one's going to quit. Got it. Okay, and 1 more.
Workers are people.
Workers are people? Oh, okay. Workers are people. Just a comment. Thank you. Okay. So take a risk. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. So the thing is, this doesn't end here. We're going to take Paula and these guys out there, and we're going to keep generating more ideas. you are going to hand in your note cards. And what we're going to do with your note cards, if we can read them, is we're going to add them to this board. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a chance when we all have drinks to curate. So you're going to get a chance to wander around, see what's here, see what's there, add your funny thoughts, and we're going to sticker the stuff. And you can sticker the ones that you think are most meaningful. And we'll see what the crowd favorite is, and we'll tweet it out tomorrow. Yeah. So Paul's got a couple closing thoughts.
Oh, yeah, just really summary. At Funworks, we believe things are funniest when they are true, creative collaboration, and true. Creative collaboration is more efficient than creative isolation. We got a lot done in a short amount of time by working together. Fun is contagious, and it's also an economic multiplier. And comedians are a vastly undervalued talent. They need jobs. All right. Thank you very much.